Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Easy Minecraft Builds. I am Dissonance, and today I'll show you how to build this watchtower. Let's see if we can do it in under 10 minutes. Here we go. First up, let's take a look at the materials we need to build this. So you will need some stone and stone walls, and you will need a number of wood. Everything you see here can be substituted, so if you can't find it, or if you'd like to play with the color scheme, feel free, but you will need some type of stone. I like the stone brick and stone brick wall. You will need some type of log. I prefer the spruce logs, as well as the spruce planks, stairs, and half slabs. And I like the dark oak stairs as well as part of our roof, and the spruce fence. So again, you can sub these if you need to, otherwise this should be everything that you need for the main structure. This is missing a few of the details, however, such as barrels, leaves, and armor stands, but we can add those at the end if you would like. We're going to start our build with stone bricks, spruce logs, and spruce slabs, and we're going to need a 7x7 area to begin. First, let's lay down the shape. It's a 3x1 stone brick on the side, followed by a diagonal spruce log, back to the bricks coming across, diagonal spruce log, again another side, 3 stone bricks, a spruce log for the diagonal, 3 stone bricks again for the back, and another log for the diagonal. And this is our foundation. Now let's bring all of the stone brick sides up to height level 7, except the 7th level is going to be wood logs. I'll show you. This is level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 will be logs that we want horizontally, like this. Make sure that they are in that direction. And we can do the same with every other side. Once all the stone brick sides are up and the spruce logs are across the top, let's go ahead and bring up the spruce log corners. Lastly, just extend each of the spruce log sides so they meet in a corner like this. Once this frame is completed, let's add the floor. I'm going to switch to spruce slabs, which we bring across all the interior like so. The only exception is going to be the very center panel. Go ahead and break that out. Drop to the bottom, and we're going to build this up as spruce logs as well. If you have them in each spruce log corner, I like to place barrels. Otherwise, you can just continue with the spruce logs. I like 2 barrels apiece here. This is a great place to store extra supplies, extra arrows, those sorts of things. Once everything here is in place, let's build up some of our defenses. We're going to use the stone brick wall to build across like so. And this just provides a little framing. We can duck in here for some cover if we need to. And it allows us to see the open area from our watchtower. Let's do the same for each side. Once you've completed this step, each side should look the same. From here, on each of our 2 barrel stacks, or if you use 2 logs, that's fine, let's build an additional 4 logs high. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do this for each one. And the centerpiece as well should come up to the same height. Now it's time for some of the roof detailing, which I find to be the trickiest part of the build. Along the outside, by each of our frames, we're going to add 1 stone brick wall to the top along each column. And then above this piece, we're going to switch over to the dark oak stairs, or whatever stairs you are using, and place 1 upside down stair block like so. This just gives our columns a little bit of extra texture. From here, we're going to bring each column up 1 more block. Now, to help make the overhang, we're going to use our spruce planks, or your choice of wooden plank, and we're going to build a ring all the way around the top of these columns. With this ring in place, we can now begin our roof. I like to use a darker set of wood, so I'm going to go with the dark oak stairs to go with the spruce planks, like so. This first ring is going to go all the way around, and each of the stairs should connect to one another, making nice corners. After this, I'm going to switch to my lighter wood type. For me, this is going to be spruce stairs, and I'm going to do one more ring right above this one. Next up, to fit in with the medieval theme, I'm going to give this a little bit more height by moving up by one wooden plank before we do our next set of stairs. So I will place one here, like this, and I will make one more ring of planks. We will be coming back to adjust this in just a few minutes. Once you've completed that ring, let's go ahead and make a ring of stairs that all connect on top of that. Now, to keep this from getting too boxy, I'm actually going to take out the corners here, stair and plank, and we're going to replace it with a slab. Do the same thing for each corner on this level. Now we're going to use the same design moving up to give us more of that height for this vertical roof. So we're going to place a ring of lighter planks first, then your lighter stair choice, and finally we are going to reshape this again so it's less boxy, taking out 1, 2, and replacing with a plank. Do the same for each corner. And there we are. Finally on top, we're just going to place one plank, followed by a fence post. And you have now completed your roof, which should also be entirely mob-proof, so you don't have to worry about creatures spawning up here. So now we have the basic build of our watchtower. It's time to work on the interior and finish up some of the details along the outside to make it look nicer. First up, we're going to build upside-down stairs to match these two outer parts here, but this time on the inside, like so. And we're going to do this on each column. Once you've done that, we're going to switch over to our lighter colored wood. For me, it's the spruce planks. And we're just going to bring 3 across, like so. And this gives us a little arch over each of our 4 side sections. And make sure you do this for each side as well. If you have them, I like to put little lanterns hanging here for my source of light, but you can light this build up however you like. Now we need to be able to get in and out of our watchtower, as well as up and down. Come to whatever you would like to choose as the back side of the tower, and we're going to break 2 blocks. On the interior, I like to break it all out and replace it with wooden planks. I'm going with spruce again for the wooden planks here. Once you've done that, you can add your door to the front. Next up, let's go ahead and add ladders moving up the center column. And this will allow us to get to our second floor. Once you've built the lower floor and the ladder, just make sure to light up the inside. But we have built everything that you need for a functional watchtower. As you can see, I can attack out the windows and defend my base from mobs. But I do have a few more tips, so don't leave yet. We will decorate the exterior and the interior just a little bit more. First up, at the top of the second floor, I like to place a spruce trapdoor over the ladder. You can open and close this to grant access to the ladder. You can also open this as you're climbing. Inside on this first floor, we have not set up any light. An easy way to do this is a couple torches. However, if you have the resources, I like to add some chains and lanterns hanging down like this. I think this gives it a nice look and fits in with the medieval style. I also like to add a few barrels over here so that you can store food, potions, and any weapons that you might need, as well as a couple armor stands so that you can keep a couple sets of armor around for anyone who might need them. After you've got some supplies set up on the interior, let's head upstairs. As I mentioned before, in these barrels here, you can store arrows and other weapons if you need to. And the last piece I like to add is a little bit more attic storage. Let's switch over to our ladders, and we will work our way all the way up this center column once again. In here you can see you have, bring this down one. In here you can see you have a beautiful little storage space available. Let's go ahead and add a floor, a trapdoor, and a few barrels. Alright, so as you can see, I have added barrels and chests on each side, as well as brought these spruce columns all the way to the top to connect to the roof. I'm also going to add one lantern hanging down to give us a bit of light in here. And I have placed a spruce trapdoor over the ladder once again, so that we can open and close the little attic storage space. Once you've done that, let's head outside and finish detailing the build. Now that you've got all the functioning parts of the build complete, let's add a few finishing touches that make it look just a lot nicer. If you have access to them, I like to add a few hanging chains, just to add to the structure of the build a little bit. You can do this on each side, connecting down to your stone brick walls. After the chains, to shape up these corners a little bit, we can add some spruce fence, like so. One in each corner, coming out and jutting up in between the pillars that connect. Now let's go ahead and add the windows that will give us a little bit more shape along the bottom. Come one block down from these wood log rows, and we're just going to make a 2x1 opening like so, and put in some light gray stained glass. We're going to do the same thing for each of the four sides. Finally, we have two detail pieces which really bring this building to life. First up is a little bit of texturizing using cobblestone, stone, and andesite. All you need to do here is replace a few random blocks around the build with these different stone types. Now don't go too crazy. And I like to use the heavier textures, like cobble is very busy texture. I like to use that closer to the bottom, and less as I work my way up. Now I'm going to place some stone a little higher. And I might put an extra piece of random cobble in here. There's not necessarily an exact science to this. Just play around with it and make it look good. But yeah, I think just by changing this texture, it gives it a lot more character. It makes it look like the building has been around for much, much longer as you have these variety of textures, like it's been battered by storms throughout the ages. Finally, of course, the last thing we're going to add are some little bushes by just using some leaf blocks here. I like the oak leaves, but you can use whatever it is that you enjoy with the build. So something like this, it can be more random. These two just happen to be the same, but you can do this on every side and randomize it up if you like. And it just gives, again, a little bit more character to our watchtower. Finally, we can light it up with a couple of torches and give it a path outside the door. And there we are, our completed watchtower. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this quick tutorial helped you out. Please have fun making this in your own world. Also, if you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up, and I would love for you to subscribe so that you can check out my other content. Thank you very much, and have a great rest of your day. This is Dissonance, signing off.